I think the whole idea of sold out is played out, because basically what the future is moving to is privatized everything, and your life is a series of exclusivity deals. So the train's in the station. You can get a comfy seat now, or you can wait till it starts chugging out of here and chase it down the platform going, "Hey guys, wait for me!" It is very hot up here in Canada. It has been sweltering with the very first blast of summer. Temperatures outside are getting as high as, what do you call it, the humidex? What's the inverse of the wind chill factor that makes it feel hotter than it actually is? The humidex? That's been making it feel like it's in the high 40s. Now my American friends are going, 40s? I thought you said it was hot. Well, here in Canada we operate on the metric system, and that's 40-something Celsius. It's not scientific, but if you want a rough idea of what it's going to be like outside, you take your Celsius number, double it, and add 32 to get your Fahrenheit. Are you joking? I've got too much to do to be typing my own questions into Formspring. So it's been thanks to you guys all for taking a great interest and having fun with it. So please keep pumping the questions into formspring.me/Sean Ward. The last name Ward has its origins in Old English and Old Gaelic. The name dates to before the Norman conquest of 1066. The Old English version of the name goes back to when names meant something, and it meant the keeper of the watch. The oldest public record of the name dates to 1176. My having the name doesn't even tie into any of that, because my grandfather was adopted, and very, very recently, at the age of 70-something, his name came up in the system and he got notified that he's got siblings by blood in Thunder Bay, Ontario. So at the age of 70-something, he got on a plane and went to meet his brothers and sisters for the first time, and found out that the roots go back to Finland, which is why you get the lips and what's been affectionately referred to as chinky eyes. And the name was some long thing that I can't remember right now, but got anglicized to Pelto when they arrived in the New World. You can safely remove industrial from that, since most of the manufacturing jobs have been moved out to another part of the world for a long time now. And it would be more accurate to call it the military entertainment complex. What do I think about it? I think that it's business as usual, and if you want to change hearts and minds, you've got to make peace and ecology profitable. Well, my attitude towards being an artist goes like this, that the artist can take one of two paths. Down one path is where he sees it as his duty to build an ever more elaborate wall between him and the rest of the world, and to develop his experience of the world and refine it into being as singularly unique and abstracted from other people's as possible, and to have that be the thing that people look at and take from it whatever they can. And that artist is making it harder and harder and harder to find out what they're on about all the time by being ever more inaccessible. The other artist sees it as his duty to connect and meld minds and bring us all together. That's the mold that's the mold I see myself in. That's hopefully the mold that I'll emerge to have been in all this time. And yeah, if more people keep watching what I'm doing, then that just tells me that I'm doing a good job and holding up my end of the bargain. Well, 6 white horses that you did promise me were finally delivered to the penitentiary to live outside the law. You must be honest. I always knew that you'd agree. Yeah, corn's a side dish, but sometimes I'll have it for dinner. Ice cream's a dessert, and that doesn't stop me or the girls from $7 Pants for having that for dinner. I know how you feel, and we all succumb to it, but I look at it like this. The test of whether or not you're one of the timeless greats is whether or not you can still deliver the goods when you feel that way. Thank you so much for your questions, everybody. This is always a lot of fun answering your questions in these videos, and more importantly on Formspring, where I answer every reasonable question that comes in. So here's the address right here on your screen. Pop it into your browser, ask me anything, and I'll look forward to seeing you right here again tomorrow.